That way we're not getting like feedback and stuff.
Okay. So Kaipo and I were working on this section, and we're making it like, this is going to be a basement to the inn right here. This is going to be an entrance to it. And then this is going to just be another entrance up here.
All right. So give me a moment. I'm going to explain to everybody kind of what your specialty is and what you're kind of going to be doing today. Or better yet, you do it.
Okay, most of you know what terraforming is, but basically you're building land, sculpting land. I bought this claim specifically because it was a bad piece of land. It's in between two mountains. It's just a crappy piece of land to work on. If you come over here, you can see how the mountain, I chopped it up right here. Actually looked like this as well over here where the cave is. So it actually looked like that, and we turned that basic flat wall into this.
Okay.
And then it looks a lot better than just like a chopped out piece of land. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the floor up into the inn, and then I'm going to make a path going down the mountain. That's basically what I'm trying to accomplish here. I have my claim open if anybody wants to come play and build squares. When you search for it, it's called Mountain Inn, and I will be closing it after we're done because I don't, want people to grief it. But pretty much, I am attaching these to where Tenma's standing about. These two mountains, there was a big V right here, right where I'm facing. It was a big V and a, how do I explain it? I'm just, leveling them out almost and attaching them.
All right.
So what I'm doing, if you're wondering what the boxes are, is basically we're building down a mountain, and you want it to be, essentially, you want it to be squares. You can use like the circle cut tool because it creates pretty cool edges, but I just really, if I were you, do it the good way. If you do it with circles, it looks so fake and unnatural. So you can actually build with the mountain. See, like up here in this corner, you can see where I was taking the corners of the mountain and building it down. It'll look so much better if you do it like that than if you were just to put a circle.
I got you.
So then when I'll show you what I mean. I'm just gonna do it. I have my. Do you see, like, if I select something, tell me?
Yes, I can see that. We got one person that said that you should have taken a before and then after pic. So did you take a picture before you started your build?
I did not. I started this as like I said, as just a tutorial, but let me find, there might be an example around this corner. I forget you're the one streaming, but just imagine two mountaintops. This one was a little bit blunter than that one. That one's pretty steep. So.
Well, I know something you can do. You can jump to another server, and that land is the exact same as this one, by the way. And you can literally take a picture of the way it looked there, and then come back over and take a picture here afterwards, and that probably will solve that problem.
Right, that is actually a good idea, but I don't want to log out right now. Because I don't want to not be able to come back in,
Yeah. Well, we can always do that later.
Yeah. Well, just imagine two mountaintops with a V where I'm standing, and I flattened it out, and I cut it out, and now I'm rebuilding to put them on even ground.
So basically, she's going to make this land the way
So,
she wants it.
When you're terraforming, you just want to look at your surroundings to see what color all of the rocks are around here. I went up here, and you can basically see what came with this mountain. There's like a type of granite where I'm standing, there's gravel, there's moss, and then there's alpine rock where Ten is standing, and then there's snow. So you kind of, and then there's also a dirt right here. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to build, almost like a mountain similar to this one if you're going to make it even. So that's a big part of it is shading and building. I already told you, you have to build down with the mountain. So that's why I have stairs. But once you get the stairs set how you want them, then you're just going to take the smooth tool. I do not have them how I want them right now, but I will do a section for you.
Okay. So just by using the blocks, she can, instead of having curve shapes, you got to think of it as blocks. And putting these blocks on top of each other so they step, like this, then this, then this, then this. And so that she can basically figure out exactly how her curves are going to be for her particular curvature. If she wanted to have it curved, if she wants like a straight up angle. But using the blocks, she does this particular type of a technique because it comes out looking more natural than using the big round blob
I'm getting
tool.
pretty fast at this. I used to be a lot slower.
It comes out a lot more natural,
also can cut
and
out
easier to
pieces.
control.
Want to make sure that you cut it out, and like jagged edges are cool when you're making a mountain.
Now, I've got a question because I kind of run into this kind of problem, kind of start trying to do this. But when you got divots or big holes like this one over here, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
You can fix it. The reason there's a divot there is because I was showing Dobbin that it was not healable right there, because that's where the two mountains actually meet. So I just left that open. That is the point at which both mountains met. So when you're above this line, you have to use the add tool because you can't heal. Below this
Okay.
line, you can heal.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, because that's, like I said, that's where the mountains slope. And then technically, I'll select it. Right here is where it's dead air. So I'm building into air right here. So this is healable down here. So once you're to that point, but then also this whole area up here, I had to use the add tool because it wasn't with the mountain, it was air. So I usually use the heal tool. You'll see me using the add tool right now. I have a million dirt, so I'm okay.
Okay. But basically, she can just cut out a whole entire section, and then by putting these step blocks that just kind of work its way up like this.
If you want, you can start pulling this side down a little bit if you want to show them.
And this is on Courage
Or
Barrier.
if you need more. Because it's really
There's the
hard
hub.
when I'm not streaming to show what I'm doing. I mean, I know there's a lot of beginners in here, so I'll just explain. When I'm doing the white box, that's selecting. So I'm selecting the part that I want to fill in, and then I am using the add tool, which is why it's yellow. And that's when you're adding the rock to the hole that you just made.
But by placing these little blocks in there, she can control how this overall look's going to be.
And then I can start smoothing.
Where the round tool has a lot of times has an issue where you're like fighting with it, because when you go to smooth one of those, a lot of times the bottom will come out first,
So I'm gonna start from
and then the
bottom.
top will start coming
It's a
down.
little blocky here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete part of this blocks out.
What's up, K-Boo?
This is a very big project, so I'm trying to do it as fast as I can to give you guys a small sample.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you like build up this for a moment here, because I do have that raffle, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the raffle right quick. It won't take but a second. Kind of don't want to stop the tutorial to do it, but I did say I'd. Yeah, I did say I'd give it, like 20 minutes there or so, and the alarm did kind of go off. So, give me a moment while I knock this out right quick.
Take your tool, and I like to make a gigantic circle.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't hitting my button. I'm going to do my raffle right quick, and then we're going to kind of jump right into doing this part, if you don't mind, right quick. I like to knock this out because I did tell everybody like 20 minutes.
Okay, hey Kyler.
Yeah.
Just tell me when to start talking now.
All right, and Raz won that, by the way. So congratulations, Raz. Give me a moment, and I'll send you your Explorer pack.
Congrats, Raz.
So is Raz. Could have swore Raz just said something. There he is. This is just going to take a moment, guys. I'm going to send Raz his Explorer pack. And congratulations. Awesome. Yes. Sweetness. All right. We're good. Carrying on.
I saw you talk on the stream, so I had to unmute your stream to hear you.
What's up, Tim?
What's up, Tamango? We're getting a tutorial on terraforming right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kelieria is nice enough to come over here and show us how to take a piece of land and make it the way we want it.
Well, hell, I guess I'm gonna watch your streams.
You better turn it on before I do the fun part, smooth it all out, and see what my work looks like.
Alright, the stream's going.
Alright, I think I'm gonna stop right here because it's such a big jump, but I don't want to blow it out just having you guys watch me draw a million squares. So we're going to start smoothing and painting this section up here.
All right.
And like I said before the raffle, I like to use a gigantic smooth tool. Gigantic circle. So what I'm doing right now is basically I'm trying to like attach this mountain to the other one, and all of these are, well, it's incomplete, but I'm just showing you, like I said, a small section right now so that you know you can get the hint.
All right. You see, we don't see it
I
until
just
you.
kind of throw it into the air.
Yeah, we can't see it until you actually release the button, just to let you know ahead of time.
I know, it's funky like that. Alright, do you see it?
Oh yeah, it's looking good. It's like bleeding it in pretty good down there.
Yeah, that's why I said you have to create stairs like attached to the mountain so that it, you know, can naturally progress down. I'm watching your stream, waiting till the smoothing's done before I start anything else. Okay, so it looks like we're back to square one. I'm going to finish this little section here. So from where I'm standing up is where it's done. From below, it looks like, you know, obviously a big drop off and boxy. That's not done. The part I want you to look at is where I'm touching right now with the smooth tool.
Okay.
That's where I did the best progression down. You can obviously chop it down to make it easier to walk up, but as you can see, it's with the mountain. You know, you don't see the lines. My favorite part is always the reveal after the smooth. Okay, so let me show you a messed up section after smoothing that you could fix. So you smoothed it out, and for the most part, you know, it looks good. It looks how you want it. But except for there's this pointy, ugly edge right here. So what you can do is go in and start adding more stairs to it. And then there's another trick where you can almost create like a small little ledge by cutting out right here. This is the spot you asked me about earlier with the hole.
Yes.
I'm going to make it deeper. So once you have a hole like this, it looks pretty ugly right now. You take the smooth tool, slide it underneath, like that, and then you're getting some cool little like textures and ledges. You can also do this. Take your selection tool, what I'm doing is I'm creating a point above it.
Kind of like an overhang, I guess, right?
Exactly. So then when you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to take the smooth tool and feed it in there. And so you kind of have like a little overhang over your ledge. So, you see what I mean? You can take tools and add above the ledge, and you can create ledges by deleting. It's really up to your interpretation. You don't want it to just look like a flat ledge. You want to start adding these, because then it, you know, it looks better. I do need to, what I'll have to do is I won't do it now because it'll take too long. I'm going to have to make this a smoother walk up, but, you know, for the stream, I'm just going to leave it as it is because it still looks pretty natural. It's just kind of hard to walk up there. So now we're going to start painting. See this side of the mountain? And you kind of want to start just going with the color that the mountain is right here.
All right. I'm gonna put the gravel stuff over on this area.
Yeah, go ahead. The circle paint tool is super cool for this and better. So I would really recommend using the circles paint tool, as long as you don't mind using a lot of. See, what you're doing is you're putting paint below that you're not actually, when you use the circle, you're not using as much materials. So then what I do is, like, around the ledges and stuff, I will put like extra rock like that.
All right.
So then you're going to go in and shade the darker color around it. And you're going to also shade the mountain that you're attaching it to, you know, to kind of blend the colors.
Kind of like this here.
Yep. And then, obviously, you just want to go with what looks good. I always adjust my paint. You know, it's not a permanent thing, so, you know, it doesn't really mess up the land you just built. You know, it just changes the paint. So if you don't like something, you can always go in. The mountain, let me show you again up here, has these colors where 10 is at. That snow was actually on the mountain. I didn't put that there. I put some of it there, but so this is a wide range of colors to play with. So what your job is when you're terraforming is to kind of go in and make it look like how they have it. See how it's like the gravel, the dirt, there's dirt, moss, gravel, two kinds of rock, snow, ice. So you really want to...
I'm assuming you want to, like when you're painting and stuff, you want to variant your paint tool size so it doesn't look...
I do.
Okay.
That was my next thing. You, like when you want to go in, I'll show you over here. You want to go over here, Tenma?
All right.
This snow right here is, I use a smaller tool so that you can get around the edges and see how I just got the top of this rock instead of the whole rock. I got just the top over here. So you just want to go through, and I do vary the size of my brush.
Now, for everybody that, you know, this right here is the newer claim that she's working on. She has this other claim that is like mind-bending, okay? It's really freaking awesome stuff that she has done on her other claim. We'll have to like show that off after this, like the tutorial part of it. We'll go and show off that other claim you've got.
Yeah, you can see different ways of terraforming because that's actually digging into a cave and rebuilding a cave, and this is actually rebuilding up. So that's digging out, and this is building up. So it's two different kinds of terraforming, and that's what the cave is.
Yeah, that cave like was pretty badass.
So I'm just going to do a basic rock paint, and then we can shade it. I always just shade things. That's how I paint here. Oh, and I just want to let you know, especially since he's in the channel, Kaipo? Kaipu? Is that, am I saying it wrong?
Are you talking about the entrance for the cave or the basement?
Oh yeah, I did fill it in a little bit and I made it go up. Kaipu. Is it Kaipu or Kaipu? He's in the channel, so it's always he built this little path after my tutorial, and he did a great job. After his first time terraforming, he did this little ledge here, and it was great. And then what I did was, today I extended it back up. So, I just wanted to give him credit, because he did that.
Sweet.
So we'll go back to what we were working on. So this is just the one ledge. As you can see, there's so much work to be done here, but where I'm at, there's a lot of deep ledges that you have to fill in, and just to make it look natural. If not, then it'll just look like a slope. I mean, you could have some areas that are not climbable. Now, the other thing when terraforming is, how Tenma asked me to put gravel down. What I do with gravel is basically, I look at gravel as almost a path. I also use it to shade, but so when you're walking, you have kind of a path where you're not gonna have a hard time walking on. I always look at gravel as a place where you can easily walk without having to jump.
Let's see, when I do something that's a little different with my textures and stuff when I'm working on, like with that Karen head. When it comes down to like some of the texturing and stuff, like this right here would be my primary texture, and this is exactly the same texture I used to have the Karen head. And when I put the moss on it, I wanted like an overhang of whatever moss or dirt or whatever to make it look like it built up over the top edge of it. So it literally looks like it naturally formed there.
Yeah, this is a snow mountain and snow is on it. So snow is what's going to be accenting this mountain because it's going to be constantly being snowed on, I assume. Because, it looks like a ski mountain or something. So instead of moss being on top for this, you want to hide the moss where like maybe it melted and created the moss because, moss is from water and shade.
I got you.
I know, I'm a hippie, I'm sorry. Just look at this, it's like, this is a snowy mountain, so,
damn hippies!
The rock will be showing. The grass on top will be showing. I don't know if you knew this, but this is like two different kinds of moss up here. This has a ridiculous. This is like a terraformer's heaven. This mountain. It's like somebody like who's an actual builder would not pick this claim.
I wouldn't.
Challenge.
I know I wouldn't. I like flat land.
Yeah, well, terraformers hate flat land, because why would you want flat land? And then you have to build everything from scratch. You have nothing to heal. And if it's flat, then there's really no... What you want to do when you're terraforming is if you're a terraformer, you want to make your claim look like it belongs in that terrain. So if you want to do a beach claim, and you want to terraform it, then you do it on a beach mountain. I'm making like an inn here. Obviously, it's kind of crappy right now, and that's why I'm doing it on a snowy ledge because I figured this was a good spot. But if you're going to be doing like I did and rebuilding a mountain, you definitely don't want to do it on a flat plane because you won't have enough claims to actually make it look great. You want to use the claims that you don't have to help in your environment, if that makes sense.
I got you. And I'm over here playing.
That's okay. You don't have to paint that. I haven't cared for it you could paint the terraform spot. What I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna bring this, like this entrance down, and then meet it up with this. You know, just make like a little tiny, what is it? I can't figure what I'm trying to say, but I'm gonna bring this down, and I'm gonna do a natural path going this way, back around, and then Kipo did a natural path going this way. So I'm gonna bring it up to this end and then back down.
Yeah, Fugazi just said he suggests building on flat and then planting the finished template into the ground. That was his suggestion. That way, if you're building a house and you want to terraform the stuff around it, you just build the house and then drop it down into it.
Yeah, you could do that. I just like being able to play with the land, you know, and manipulate it around the claim, not put the claim into the land. I like to, I don't know, have my own touch on it. Like, I look at Terraforming like sculpting, you know?
It's really neat, though. Yeah, there's, like, terraforming is like, it's. I think it's an art, honestly, because I've seen some people try to fix land and it doesn't turn out right. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the approach that they did; it's the painting portion that really kind of destroys it. So
yeah, you gotta, like I said, you have to look at the terrain around you and see what different colors they used in the game. So that's how I look at it. My cave, since it's a cave, and so I use a lot of just the tropical rock and stuff because it's on the beach. And then since this is in a mountain, I'm using what they give me. Though it's kind of funny, my cave actually uses most of the same colors that's on this mountain.
now, I got a question. Like, what are you going to do with this part of it right here? You know, this overhang. How are you going to build this up to?
Well, I'm going to be doing that in extending it out. I just like the overhang for now. I picked the claim, like I said, with a lot of work, but as you can see, I deleted one of my cave claims so that I could have 3, because this is humongous.
I got a question.
Most of my stuff that's going to be after this inn is going to be just built into the mountain, maybe like, you know, a skiing mountain or something. I don't know.
Why don't you mold the building into the mountain?
Well, I haven't really gotten that far yet. Really, I just, you know, I'm letting ideas come to me. And then for the stream today, that's why I left this part so you could see how to fix those, like, sharp edges that, you know, you just asked me about. So, what we did today, it was a sharp edge. And we just essentially made it, you know, flowing down and progressing down.
I got you. See, I don't know. I kind of picture this as, you know, like the mountain itself kind of coming down, and then, like, literally your walls here meet up against the mountain, and it literally kind of blends in. I'm kind of seeing something like that.
Sounds like something from the Rocky Mountain or something. But yeah, that would be cool. Like I said, I really haven't gotten past this inn yet. I wanted to figure out what roof I wanted to do. You know, it's an ugly square roof, and I might need to modify it. The building's just generic. It didn't take me long. I just was placing it there just to build around it, you know, for my tutorials. But I'm not very good at building, so I don't know how to put a roof on this thing.
I got you.
I could make a triangle roof all day. You know what I mean? mean, I don't want that.
So you're gonna. How about a? Well, start out with a triangle roof, and kind of come out with overhanging windows.
That would be cool, but I don't think I should have it as a square then.
What?
That seems too massive.
Yeah. Yeah, Crane says the builder in him rears its head.
Yeah, well, I already told you about the roof problem. I'm a builder. I mean, I'm not a builder, I'm a sculptor, so. This is my first attempt at a real build.
Oh, well, I've got another idea for you. Wait until the rotate tool, and then do an octagon roof.
So, I want to show you something cool. When you hit the map key and you zoom out and you look at the claim, you can see the terraforming on the map, and it actually looks pretty cool.
And let me take this off so you can actually see this. I mean, you can see this natural stuff over here, and then you can see what we did over here. And on the front or the back, which one do you want to show off there?
Oh, don't show, just show the one that we did before, not the one that we did today.
Okay. So we'll do this right here, and we'll kind of zoom in. You can see it. I mean, all this right here they did, and it blends in pretty good.
Right here where you're standing, when you look at the map key and you zoom out, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it blends in really good. That's pretty awesome. You want to show off your cave now?
Sure. If you don't want to use your port to friend, it's in the gallery.
All
Or your
right.
cave entrance.
All right. You have to give it a moment. And I got to kind of search through here. All right, so I think it's this one. Yep, there it is. We're gonna go to this one. This is her other claim. This is the one that we.
Oh, thanks, Karen.
This is what we showed off the other day, and this one is freaking phenomenal. The one that we're at right now is the one that she just recently started. I did after the fact.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of people tag their claims cave entrances because they actually put their claim near some cave entrances.
And I crashed. And they really need to fix that.
I always Control-Alt-Delete and it reloads the graphics and fixes it.
There it goes, finally. So when we finally get back in, basically we're going to be able to see her cave, and her cave is really badass, by the way. And she's been working on it for quite a bit, but she literally has built a house into the cave system that she has created basically from scratch. So she's literally terraformed that whole entire section literally made her own cave entrance that looks probably better than what the procedurally generated cave entrances look like. Literally, this one looks like 100 times better, at least in my opinion. This is one part of it here, but I need to get down to the main entrance. Here it is. This is her cave entrance. This is the one that she created, and this one looks better than the one that is actually created by the server. I mean, look at this. I mean, all the plants and everything. It's like naturally molded into the ground, all smoothed out. So you can actually see some of the stuff that she's got going on here. I mean, you can see the water coming in from the ocean outside. There's the ocean, just so y'all can see it. And you can literally jump down in there and swim in it. There's like treasure chests and little, hidden away areas. It's pretty phenomenal, some of the stuff that she's done on this. Really, really amazing work here. And there's like all kinds of passages and walkways and ways to get down into other areas. Like, I kind of came in through the top entrance there, but let me come back over here so you can see where I'm at. She literally built her house into this cave system. And, I mean, you come in here and look at this kitchen. It's using the natural materials and literally put all the walls and all that kind of stuff in here. And, I mean, look at this kitchen. I mean, this is awesome. But this is the kind of stuff that you can do in this game. I mean, this is how fascinating, how awesome this game actually is, because of, I don't know of any other game that you can do this in. Not to this level. I mean, and apparently it's going to get better. And at SOE Live, they're going to be releasing a crap ton of new stuff that's going to be coming out here to us. Now, let's enter the portal. And we're going to go down. Oop, if I can swim down. Here we go. We're going to go down to the next level, which is the bedroom. And you can, see the fireplace and all this stuff kind of hidden away, and you can turn on the fire, turn it off, and all that kind of good stuff with the props. She's got the ceiling fan going on up here.
By the way, for swimming down.
So what? Oh, hit X. Okay. And this is what got me probably more than anything. She has a walk-in shower. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just badass. No matter how you look at it, a walk-in shower. And she's got like all these little cubby holes, and you still didn't put toilet paper in here. I got a joke here on that. In the little closet over here, and down there is I'm guessing that's where the workshop was. Nope. Oh, that was the next floor. I went down the wrong way. I need to go back down into the water hole.
I'll make a roll of toilet paper just for you.
Yeah, you need some like toilet paper rolls up in there. But you see some of the floor designs that she's created.
Yeah, you're in the workshop right
now. Sorry. But I mean, she's still got terraforming stuff that she's doing down here. I mean, this one's still not finished yet, but what she has done is freaking phenomenal. Some of this stuff, and it's just badass to me. I'm really blown away at.
I'm gonna give Rack credit for the floor because he came in and made those floors.
Say that name again. Wrath. Say that name again.
Rakanathu?
Rakanathu, yes. But you can see all these like caverns and stuff, and that leads you down to that workshop that we were just down into. And I'm gonna have to come back up here. Yeah, I'm gonna come back up here and dive down into the water and show them what you did with the water.
I told you I deleted it.
Oh, that's right, you did. Oops, sorry. But she has all this other area that she's working on down here. You see the treasure chest, you know, pirate gold and all that kind of good stuff. And
I can place it again. I actually have it saved and templated, but
Oh, that's right.
I did it. I got rid of it so we could have a better tutorial today.
She has all.
I got you. That's cool. It's all good. But I mean,
But what he was saying is, I have a.
swim, get down there. All right. Ooh. I stayed up way too late last night, by the way.
I have an underwater. I had an underwater cavern, and it was pretty vast, and I had like a huge entrance to it from the actual water itself.
Okay.
And well, as soon as I got up here, my kid woke up and needed to be fed and held and stuff for another hour.
All right, that's cool. But I want everybody to take a really, really good look at this. Just for, you know, the reasons of looking at this, because I'm fixing to run over and I'm going to show you one of the ones that are procedurally generated for the game itself. And I want you to see the difference and how good this one looks compared to even the ones that are procedurally generated by the game that were created by the developers. And I'm telling you, what she has here is phenomenal compared